Hello and welcome back to the Reapers. Today we're in our C-101 CT and we're going to be looking at air-to-air combat. So, before we do anything, we're going to go to our armament screen. So we're going to have a gun which we can use in an air-to-air context. So right click and pods, we can have the AN M3 two times, we believe they're Browning M3 50 caliber cannons or machine guns, or we can have the DEFA 553 30mm single cannon. I'm going to go for the two M3s. And on the wingtips we can have three missiles, the AIM-9M, the AIM-9P and the R550 Magic. The AIM-9M is the best, is the most recent AIM-9 variant that we can use in this plane. It's an all-aspect missile, range roughly 2 miles if you're following someone, up to 10 miles if you're head-on and very fast with another target. It has a passive IR detecting sensor which senses heat. We have no control to check for IFF, so they will happily guide onto friendly planes as well as they will with enemy planes. Now we've got the AIM-9P, an older version. Now as far as I'm aware this is rear aspect only. Would you agree with that, Stahl?
Pretty much, yes.
So we can only fire an AIM-9P, an older version, if the bad guy is facing away from us so we can see his exhaust. And the R550 Magic 2 I don't know about, so is it about the equivalent of the mic?
From what I could find, they are roughly similar, although the mic should have slightly more range while the Magic 2 is a bit faster.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Okay, so we're going to arm up with mics because they are my favourites. Before we arm up, always remember to set your intercom on, otherwise you won't be able to arm up and you will get very annoyed. Now we need to look at setting the weapons up. So, first of all, we'll be using the guns because why not? So we're going to use this to switch guns to air with the left mouse button. So it's now switched to air guns. We need to turn our master arm on. Then on the SCAR panel here, we can see that we've got our gun and this pod here, pylon here is illuminated and good to go, and we've got this much ammunition here. We now need to turn our gun sight on and make sure it's in auto, and we can see we've got gun sight symbology here. Now we're going to look at the keys we're going to be using today. We're going to be using range selector next, range selector previous, gunfire for the gun, weapon release for the missile. So if we use the range selection, you can see that we've got 4 different versions. So first of all, this one down here is a snapshot setting. Do you want to have a go at explaining what a snapshot is? Would you want me to?
Well, it's basically just a bore sight for the gun, I think.
Oh.
So a snapshot would be if you can't really line up nicely behind the enemy, and you just have to take a high deflection shot where you don't have time to aim.
Yeah, okay, would agree with that. And if we go back to the other side here, well, these are modes that if you are behind the hostile, you can line his wings up. This is set up for about a 35 feet wingspan. Is that correct, Stahl?
Yes.
Which is roughly about the planes that we've got here today. So in this mode here, I would get Stahl's wings between that and that there. And if I do that, then it's set up to shoot at that certain distance. Then if I would choose this option here, which we have a slight deviation in the height of the pipper, then I would want to line him up so his wings touch between that and that tick, and the longer range. If it was at longer range, I would want to use this mode here, put his wings between that and fire it. And with that, it should compensate for bullet drop and whatnot. To select one of the sidewinders, then we're going to go, you can see we've got the sidewinders because we've got green light on either side. We're going to select that, and you can hear the growl of the sidewinder, but we will turn that off until we're in the sky. Right, let's go and take off, Stahl.
No.
Right, the first thing we're going to try is our air-to-air gun. We're already in air-to-air mode, and we're going to try the long-range mode. So I'm just going to let Starly get away. So I want to show this off, but I don't actually want to shoot Star down. So we're just going to see how it goes. Right, we're going to line him up now and burst.
Close over.
Oh, that was close. Right, now I'm going to close into you, Stahl, and try the next mode. Whoops. Try the next mode, which is the closer mode. Okay, we're reeling Stahl in now. Wait until he's touching the outer brackets. Set my trim so I'm not so wobbly, and wait and fire. Oh, sorry, Stahl. Right, next we're going to try the maximum one as close as we can. It's actually a pretty good gun sight. I quite like it. Right, and we've framed him, and obviously we're going to hit here. In fact, I'm going to... Yeah, I hit you. Yep, right, next we're going to try the missile, Stahl. So, I'm going to turn my gun off. No more gun for cap. I'm going to turn my Sidewinder on. We can see on our screen up here, we've got our left weapon selected, ready to go with no errors. You can hear the growl. The growl is the seeker head of the missile. At the moment, it's a low tone, so it's not detecting a target. If it was a high tone, it would be detecting a heat target. Next, we have to set this to our mode to NC. We cannot fire the Sidewinder without our NC selected. Now, currently, the seeker head of the missile is slave to our bore sight, so that means it's only looking where I'm highlighting this mouse here. So it'll only look where I aim the plane at. Once I aim the plane at Stahl and we're within range, it will detect the heat of his engine and it will essentially lock onto him. We will get a change in the tone. Then it will uncage its seeker head. At that point, it will be able to follow him, it will be locked onto him, and it will be able to follow him wherever he flies within the gimbal limits of the seeker head, which is, I think, is about 40 degrees in any direction. And we'll show that off now. If at any point we want to cancel the lock, then I believe clicking cancel here twice can do that. So let's get close to him. We may be a little bit too far to get a lock because he has very cold engines. Okay, you can see we've got a lock. Now I'm going to purposely move him out of the bore sight to show that it's now locked onto him in whichever angle he goes at. Okay, I accidentally put too much spin into that, but it's got it locked. Now we're going to fire by pressing weapon release. Kaboomy! So, are you still going, Stahl? Good on you, because I need to test my other missile. You're a sport and a champion.
Broke my canopy, how dare you.
Okay, you're allowed to dodge this one. Get moving.
I don't even see you.
Cap Fox. Oh, missed. Well done, Stahl. You did well. There are minimum ranges about quarter of a mile or something like that before the seeker head, before the arming device arms itself. Otherwise, there's not much to say on that. The reason why the cage is there, as well as it being able to track the hostile off-bore sight, is that you can add leads. So if the target was moving left to right or vice versa, you could actually add some leads to your shot and keep a lock. I hope that helps, and we'll see you later.